This strategy banger catches multiple spikes trading on boom 1000 indexes as well as crash 1000 indexes. If you'd like to see the backtested video of all the other indexes, just make sure you drop a comment below. Now let's go through to the basic of the indicators. As you could see that we are using the relative strength index, which you could also call it the RSI, and we are also using the ENV, which stands for envelope, and we are also using the RVI, which stands for relative micro index. All the indicator settings will be shared on the end of this video. Make sure you watch it to the end, and make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like button, make sure you also comment, make sure you also join our Telegram signals, which are much very highly profitable. So right now let's go through to the first entry. How are we actually gonna be entering our trading positions using this banger? All the indicators well combined to give us all the accuracy we need in order to catch these multiple spikes. By using this trading strategy, you can catch multiple spikes, as many as possible, by only focusing and only by being patiently waiting for the right time to come, not to enter and not to fall for the false signals, which are the ones we are also going to go through on this video. So right now, by looking on boom 1000 on the 1 minute time frame, we could see that the RVI is our basic indicator, is the one that is going to give us the signals, as well as the RSI. It is the one that is going to confirm the signals by using its levels, right? As you could see, the levels that we have of the RSI. As right now we are going through the basic of the indicators, as well as when we are done with the basic of the indicators, I'm going to explain every entry point and every take profit and every single false signals you would definitely try to avoid while trading using this trading banger. As you could see, the levels over here, we have the level 90, which is not important on this indicator. It is just right there at the top, just to make us know that, just to know that the 90 level is our overbought level. And over here in the middle between the 60.48 and the 23 point levels over there, which is the 60.48 level along with the 23.57 level. And now let me explain the reason why we have the 60.48 level. The reason we have the 60.48 level is for us to confirm the signals by using that level. And what is the reason we have the 23.57 level over here? The reason we have that level, it's because we want to make sure we enter our trading positions at the right time and at the right moment, as you could see over here. So now let me explain the entry point number one by using the same trading strategy with the same basic rules that we just went through. So right now, how do we actually enter our trading positions? So this is how we enter our trading positions, only on boom 1000. Make sure you note that, only on boom 1000. Just like I've said, if you'd like to see us backtesting this trading banger on different indexes, make sure you comment based on that. So right now we could see that we have the envelope dropping all the way to the downside gradually, and our first basic rule states that we want to see the envelope spiking right away above to the 60.48 level. Just you could see it over here, it just came back down to the 10 level. And what do we wait for after coming back to the 10 level? We'll wait for it to come right away above to the 60.48 level. And also over these examples that we have over here, we're going to go through our entry number one, as we're going to take these two entries as our entry number one, and we're going to go through entry number two as our second entry, and we are going to backtest it continuously. Now this is our second example, which we are still backtesting the boom 1000 index. As we could see right here, our first bias says that want to see the envelope spiking from the 10 level going exactly above the 60.48, as you can see it over here. And what do we wait for next? Wait for it to drop gradually, going back to the 23.57. As you could see it over here, it came back, and that's where we entered our buying positions over here. And by being patiently, we caught this beautiful spike over here, which is a bang to the upside, getting all those pips. Let's see what happened. As we could see another one over here, which is going to be our third example. We could see the RVI dropping gradually, going back to the 23.57 as our buying positions was over here, and we caught this beautiful spike, banging all the pips to the upside. As it came back to the 10 level over here, it just spiked above to the 60.48, which that's where the market gets our attention. And what do we wait for? We wait for it to drop gradually. Let's wait if it
did drop gradually for us to enter our buying positions to cash those beautiful spikes. Let's wait and see what happened as the market was dropping gradually. Remember, you have to be patient. You have to keep the lookout until it reaches the 23.57 level, just above the 10 level. As you can see, it did reach it over here, and that's where we entered our trading positions and waited patiently just to see what would happen. Bang to the upside, getting all those pips. As you could see, that's a beautiful spike over there, and immediately on the first spike we want to close our trading positions. We only catch a single spike, then we are out, then wait for another trading opportunity to be printed out, right? So now let's go to our fourth example and see what happened. And another thing that you have to note, you have to make sure that whenever the envelope spikes to the 10 level going above the 60.48 level, we must make sure that it does not print false signals. What do I mean by printing of false signals? I mean it that it will not go to the upside. The only envelope that will go to the upside is the blue color on the envelope, and we want both colors to go above the 60.48 level. What do I mean by the both colors? We want to see both blue and the red going above the 60.8 level. As you could see, another one over here, it just spiked from the 23.5 level. As we could see, as we saw it at the previous signal, this one over here is a false signals. Why are we calling it a false signals? It is because it came back to the 23.57 level and it spiked above the 60.48 level. But remember, whenever it spikes above the 60.48 level, it must go above with the blue. As we could see it over here, that's a false signals. But over here, did we came to the 10 level? No, we didn't. And did it go above the 60.4 level along with the blue and the red envelope? Yes, we did got that, but remember, it's a false signals again because it did not came to our 10 level to start a clear nicely signal.
So right now, let me explain it. How are we actually really gonna be entering our trading positions? Firstly, what do we actually want to see? Want to see the envelope, just like I've said. We want to see the envelope coming to the 10 level and spiking right away to the 60.48 level, just above it, not for it to play below it, but to spike going above it, just as we have it over here. And from there, we don't care what is happening until we come to the 23.57, which that's where it triggers our trading edge. That's where it leaks to us that whenever it comes to the 23.57, that's where we are going to enter our trading positions, right? So let's go through it again. Firstly, want to see the envelope coming back to the 10 level, just as we see it over here. It came back to the 10 level, and guess what? As our second rule, want to see it spiking right away above to the 60.48 level, just as we have it over here. And from there, we don't care what is happening until it comes to the 23.5 level over here, and immediately when the envelope touches, and that's where we are gonna be entering our trading positions over here. By being patiently after we have entered our trading positions, we see that we caught this beautiful spike as our bang to the upside, getting all those pips. And another one, as you could see it over here. Remember, the first rule says that want to see the envelope coming wherever it comes from, as long as it comes to the 10 level over here, as we could see, and spikes above the 60.48 level over here. As we get our second rule, that is very important, is for it to spike from the 10 level going right above to the 60.48, and from there, what do? We're now waiting for it to come to this 23.57, as it did over here. We could see it red perfectly after waiting for it to come to the 23.57. Now we enter our trading positions. You can leverage if you want, because the spikes are absolutely amazing. And now we could see what happened. We're just waiting patiently, and we could see that we had this beautiful spike as our massive bang to the upside, getting all those pips. So right now, let's go to our second example and see how it really performed due to the indicators and the basic rules. But I think before we can just move forward, let me repeat in the first and the second along with the third rule before we enter our trading positions. The second rule says that want to see the envelope coming to the 10 level. We don't care wherever it comes from, we just need it to touch the 10 level and to spike all the way to the 60.48 level. And remember this, when it spikes to the 60.48 level. And our third basic rule is that We don't care whatever that is happening. We only care whenever it comes to the 23.57, and that's where it triggers our edge. It's now the right time to enter in the market. As you could see, that's where we entered for this trading spike, and that's where we caught the beautiful massive banger. You could also get access to our VIP membership on Telegram, as well as we have the free community membership that we share massive trading signals that are highly profitable. But you can also check us on Telegram, which the link will be left on the description. Now let's go to our second example and see how it actually reacted. As we have all seen the basic of the indicator and how it actually works, now it's time to give off the indicator settings. Go to the F button over here, and these are the best three combination of the banger. First, we're going to look at the relative strength index. You are going to make sure that you take the best screenshot over here. Just take a screenshot, and now let's go through the levels, which are much important for this trading banger. You are going to also take the screenshot of the relative strength index levels as you're going to take your screenshot. Now let's move to the second indicator, which is the envelope. Again, on the envelope, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take a screenshot and you're going to apply the same indicator settings on your MT5. As right now, also take the good screenshot. You can also pause the video so you can get the best screenshot. Now let's move to our third indicator, which is our relative Vicro index. Now you can take the screenshot of the relative Vicro index. That's all. Then now you're gonna press your done, and you are gonna have the same settings. Now since you have applied all the indicators, it's time to get all those bangers. Let's go.